All right, Shalom, Shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. And I'm just continuing this series on the first epistle with Peter, and this is chapter 4. I'm just going to break down the whole chapter and upload it. For as much then Hamashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. So knowing the things that Yahweh Shai went through, all right, he girded up his loins even unto death. So guess what? We have to do the same thing because Yahweh Shai suffered for us. So guess what? Now we must suffer for him because we are co-heirs, all right? And matter of fact, I'll grab it. This is Romans 8, and I'm starting at 17. For if children, then heirs, and heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that should be revealed in us. All right. So hey, we supposed to suffer as Yahweh Shai did. Matter of fact, it says the sufferings of Yahweh Shai, I believe in Romans, is made manifest in our flesh. All right, so we're going through the same things. Arm yourself like just back in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. Arm yourself likewise with the same mind, for he hath suffered in the flesh, hath ceased from sin, that he is no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of man, but of the will of Yahweh. For in times past in our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked lasciviously, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries. Which, hey, at one point in time, we were all enemies, man. Matter of fact, let me just get that scripture real quick. So, knowing that we all was enemies once upon a time, all right, it's no room for being proud, man, at all, whatsoever, man. Hold on, let me just grab this. This is Colossians 1 and 21. And you that were sometimes alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works, yet now have been reconciled. All right? And the key point I wanted, we used to be enemies, man. And we was living in the world as these Gentiles and as these two-thirds. All right, and to follow that up in just Titus 3 and 3. For we ourselves were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy and hateful and hating one another. All right? Hey, just like when I believe Paul was naming off all them wicked things that Israelites was doing, he said, as such were some of you. All right? So, hey, we always enemies at one point in time to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It was just about us hearing the shepherd's voice and waking back up to the truth. So like I said, there's no room to be proud in this thing, man, knowing the abominable things we did before we woke up, man. Verse 4. Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them in the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. So when you come to this truth, you may lose your friends, your family, because they're going to start thinking you're a weirdo because, no, I don't want to smoke that blunt. No, I don't want to run a train on that dude's wife. No, I don't want to eat pork. No, I don't want no shrimp. No, I don't want to go to church. So on and so forth. They're going to think you're a madman, okay? Because these wicked things that we see in the world today, they're the norm. They're the norm today. Being a homosexual is a norm in America, all right? That's why it says what? Folly is set in great dignity. These things are normal to the wicked, man. Verse 5, who should give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and dead. For this cause the gospel preach also unto them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to Yahweh in spirit. And that's what we're doing. We're living according to Yahweh. We worship him. We worship him in what? Truth and sincerity. All right, with faith. All right. But the end of all things is at hand. But be ye therefore sober, watch unto prayer. All right, because the end of all things is at hand. All right, Second Ezra, the 6th chapter. The ending of Esau is the beginning of Jacob. All right, that was the whole point of that, man. All right, so it says, be ye sober and watch until prayer. So you should be always praying and fasting, which I need to do better more on the fasting part. I'll do it here and there, but shit, you really got to sacrifice yourselves, you know? And that's another thing. Every time you read these scriptures, you should be constantly cutting yourself and reproving your damn self, man. All right? Verse 8, and above all these things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity should cover a multitude of sins. All right, and there's two levels of charity. One charity is physical, helping out the brothers. All right, and you got certain brothers, especially here, I can vouch for that. There are lots just truly to take care of the brothers, man. All right, and may Yahweh Shem shall bless them, man, for that. Okay, because it's literally brothers that take care of brothers and have no problem doing it, and they know it's their lot. So niggas could talk all that shit about GMS that they want to. We know what actually goes on, and what else? And the second part of charity is actually going out and do this work, man. That's the biggest charity you could ever do for the fatherless, for the widow, for the poor, for the naked, so on and so forth. This is the biggest charity you could do. So why not do the work? Verse 9, use hospitality one to another without grudging. All right, so be hospitable to your brother, man. I'm like, damn, man, I don't feel like doing this. Nah, he don't do shit for me, man. I don't want it. Nah, that's not the spirit you're supposed to be in, man. It says Yahweh loves a what? Cheerful giver. All right? So that's not how you should be thinking when you're doing something for a brother. First of all, you're supposed to prefer your brother. All right? You put him first. All right? And you think of what Yahweh Shah did for us. All right? He preferred us. He went on that cross for us. So make a little sacrifice for your brother, man. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't talk shit about it when you do it. Okay? Verse 10. As every man have received the gift, even so minister the same one to another as good stewards of manifold grace of Yahweh. Hey, so we're supposed to minister the same one to another as good stewards. So we serve one another. Although we are subject to our masters, but what does it say? We are subject one to another, man. We are servants to each other. Yahweh Shah was a servant to the disciples, man. And that's the biggest example we got. Hey, Yahweh himself, all right, is one of the biggest servants, man. He feeds us, the heathens, the birds, the animals of the field, so on and so forth. Him that's the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, serveth all, man. And Yahweh most definitely is the greatest, man. All right. Verse 11, if any man speak, let him speak as of the oracles of Yahweh. And I'm going to stop right there, man. If any man speaking, if any man got a breakdown or anything to say, you better make sure it's the oracles of Yahweh and it's the proper breakdowns of it. Okay? Not all that other rambunctious bullshit. All right? If any man minister, let him do as the ability which Yahweh have given him. Like I said, we all got our certain measures in this thing too, man. Like one brother may be well versed in this topic, so on and so forth. All right, another brother may be deeper into the history, like our elder here, Malcolm. One brother may be deep into end time prophecies, like me, myself. That's what I love, Hey, one brother may be well versed on order in the brotherhood, So we all have our own measure. All right. That's why we're, like I said, we're different stones, perfectly fit together, man. Okay. Um, that Yahweh in all things may be glorified through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, in whom be praised and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trail which is to try you, as if some, as though some strange thing happened to you. What does Sirach 2 say, man? All right. When you come to serve the Lord, prepare your heart for temptation, man. All right. So all the shit we go through, you know, trials, tribulations, and things we go through in the truth, it's not a strange thing. We got to go through this. All right. What's that? Acts 14 and 22. Through much tribulation, what? How does it go? Through tribulation, through much tribulation, we go into the kingdom of heaven. All right. So we got to go through this, man. Hey, it says the city is set in a dangerous place, man. So we got to go through this, man. All right. Yahweh Shai, hey, we drinking the same cup Yahweh Shai went through, man. So it's not strange. But rejoice in so much as you are partakers of Yahweh Shai's Mashiach's sufferings, which, hey, I read in Romans 8, that when his glory shall be revealed, you will be glad with exceedingly joy. All right. So when he cracks them clouds, when Yahweh Shai meets this fucking earth not as a man, angelic force, and that's the breakdown, man. Any other nigga say elsewise, that nigga's out of his mind. Anyway, it says, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye. Now, hey, also in Acts, what happened? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it in the 5th chapter, I believe. All right, Salakiakin. Let me just grab this. Bear with me. Well, I'm just quoted. I know it was with Peter for sure, and they got whipped for that's the spirit. Got it. Acts 5 and 40. And to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, and commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahweh Shai, and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer for his name's sake. And that's the point, man. Suffer reproach for Yahweh Shai's name, man. Okay? They count this, they said the water to Yahweh Shai Shai for counting them worthy to even suffer for the name of Yahweh Shai. Back at verse 14 of 1 Peter 4 and 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Mashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory of Yahweh resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. Which that's going on even to this day, brothers. Verse 15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Yet, if any man suffer as a Christian, which is Christ-like, all right, follower of Yahweh Mashiach, the true Hamashiach, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify Yahweh on his behalf. And that's what we do. We go through bullshit. You know what we say? Call Elohim Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, that's the only thing you can do. Verse 17. For at that time is come the judgment must be Shalakia. For the time is come and the judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. All right, and if it first began to us, what should the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? If righteous scarcely be saved, where should the ungodly and sin live here? So if we got to go through this and we're scarcely saved, imagine everybody else who's not truly following Yahweh Shem Yahushua, although they call themselves Israelites. Or imagine the 2/3 who completely in the world, man. Or these heathens, man. So that tells you how scarcely we ourselves are going to be saved. Verse 19. Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of Yahweh keep, Salakia, commit the keeping of their souls to Him in well doing as the faithful Creator. So if you do go out, you want to make sure you go out on a good note, man. Make sure you're keeping yourself blameless and you're doing what you got to do, just in case you do depart from this world. Or just do that anyway, because you never know when Yahweh Shah is going to crack them clouds, man. That's why it says, blessed is the man that he see doing so, man. So with that, I pray that this was edifying. All praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Abad Babal, and death, destruction to you 2/3 and you false prophets. Shalom.